After staying the night outside Tallahassee, I was advised to check out St. Augustine, Florida. St. Augustine is definitely a touristy town, but there's a lot of really cool things to do and see here, so it's not a surprise that people are drawn to it. I really enjoyed walking around the Castillo de San Marcos and the surrounding area because the architecture was so beautiful. After a quick visit to Florida, I started to venture north into Georgia. I stopped at Fort Pulaski, which was occupied briefly by Confederate forces, but quickly surrendered to Union soldiers after their newer, more powerful cannons breached the walls and nearly hit the powder magazine. I continued around downtown Savannah and stopped into the Webb Military Museum. This museum was at one time a private collection until the owner decided to open a museum. It has an impressive collection of items and artifacts from all over the world. I finished off my stay in the Savannah area with a Halloween party at Debilation Brewery in Richmond Hill before moving on to Charleston, South Carolina. My first stop in Charleston was Fort Moultrie. If you visit, you have to stay for the films, as it's one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time. It's a one-man show, and he does a different accent for every character he plays, and it's pretty amazing.
Not quite as hectic as it was during World War II. This was a joint Army-Navy harbor command post that controlled all the ship movements in and out of the port of Charleston.
Fort Moultrie goes all the way back to the Revolutionary War and is right across the harbor from Fort Sumter. I was honestly starting to get burnt out on seeing old forts, so I opted not to pay for the ferry to Fort Sumter and just enjoyed it from across the harbor. Another cool military history spot is Patriots Point Naval and Maritime Museum. The ships are really cool to walk through, but I particularly enjoyed the Vietnam experience, which replicated an American base as it would have been seen during the Vietnam War.
Get your butt in a hole, fast! The NBA have been tunneling right up to the wire and may attack at any time, so be prepared, even for hand-to-hand combat.
Continuing north, I stopped at Wheels of Yesteryear in Myrtle Beach. I wasn't really expecting much, but I got such a warm welcome from the gentleman working there, and they had an amazing array of unique and classic cars, and I would absolutely go back and visit again. Before heading inland, I made one more stop in Wilmington, North Carolina to the battleship North Carolina. I didn't tour this one, but these ships still leave me in awe whenever I see them. I really enjoyed the Atlantic coast, but I could not wait to head into the mountains of one of the most beautiful places I've ever been, Appalachia.